All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, gonna start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with our diligence and sincerity. All right, just gonna go into it. Yahawashi started the camps. Yahawashi started the camps. Yahawashi started the camps. All right, you got people who don't like to learn from men. All right, which is a humility factor. You have something called great men that the Lord set up in the scriptures. If I can get it, you have great men that the Lord set up. You know, that we are to learn from. Likewise, you have wicked men that are set up that are to be examples, and that the wicked will learn from, and they'll be an example. This is Sirach 8 and 8. It says, "Despise not the discourse of the elder of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs, for of them thou shalt learn instruction and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding and give answer as need requires." All right. So this is our whole heritage, man. All right. When you go into camps and offices, that's all based on the word of Yahawashi Yahawashi, man. Another word for camps is armies as well, and we are an army of Yahawashi Yahawashi. What it said, the Lord led us out of Egypt by our armies. Yeah, it's get in both chapters. This is Exodus chapter 6 and 26. It says, "These are that Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt according to their armies." All right. In Exodus 7 and 4, it says, "But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt, and bring forth mine armies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgment." So, camps. As a matter of fact, he even said that the Lord has set us up according to camps, man. But once again, like I say, before I dive into this lesson, you got men and women, especially, that's just a wicked, effeminate spirit where you can't learn from. You can't be humble enough to learn from another man. Which is, how did you learn how to read? From your parents? Or how did you learn how to tie your shoe? From your parents, man. Likewise, they prepared you for the world, to go out there and be able to learn from others a certain way, to deal with certain things, to be obedient a certain way, so that you can become what is called a good citizen in society. But what was that? Mark 4 and I was lucky now it was Matthew 4 that I was holding. Yeah, this is Matthew 4 and 18. "And Yahawashi, walking by the sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers." And Peter, who was called Peter or Simon, all right, he was the head apostle, man, all right. And he says unto them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." All right, because the Lord was about to set up Peter as the head of this church that he was building, because he's if you can receive it, he's King David coming back according to the scriptures, man. All right, but this is Matthew 16 and 8, and it says, "Which when Yahawashi perceived, he said unto them," oh, it's like kind of ahead of myself. This is Matthew 16 and verse 16. It says, and Simon Peter answered and said, thou art Yahawashi. Let me start up. Matthew 16 and 15. He said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, thou art Hamashiach, the Son of the living power. And Yahawashi answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, which is to say, Simon, son of Jonas. For flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, meaning rock, because Peter is a Greek term, which means rock or Cephas. That's why you'll see in certain passages it'll call Peter Cephas, which means rock. All right, he was the stone that Yahawashi used to build up this church, which is going to be a monument to the Lord to bring us back. By what? By the foolishness of preaching and teaching who we are. All right, because we fell away, and how we ought to repent and come back through the spirit of Yahawashi, man. And upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loose in heaven. So there you go. The Lord is dealing with camps, man. And I'm not going to stop right there, man. All right. This is Amos chapter 9 and 11.